Okay, what you're seeing here is the aftermath of the cleaning. I think it took about 10-15 minutes here of actual cleaning, of actual vacuuming. And what I did was pop open the frunk, obviously, and then popped open these six, popped open this one, this clip on the shroud, and this clip on the shroud. But then I also did this, which was, there's a clip here. Is it super obvious where that clip is? It's right, the clip would go in here, and I've managed to pop this out and jam this screwdriver in there so that I can pop this is probably the AC coil, and this is the main radiator down here, the little one here. So there was a ton of leaves and stuff in there in the gap. Leaves, mostly bugs, mostly dead bugs. So I think, I don't know if I threw a few of them over here. Some of them I just sucked in the vacuum, but they were too big to get in there. In order to get the vacuum down in there, I had this kind of typical attachment. This is maybe, I'd say close to ½ inch, even 5/8 wide. That was a little bit too wide, so I took some ½ inch copper pipe, banged it with that 4-pound hammer or 6-pound hammer, and just flattened this end. And this is down to more like 1/4 inch. And that helped me get all the way down into that gap. So that is my janky, I grew up on a dirt road engineering solution to this problem. And it's not totally clean. There's still little fuzzies here that I can't seem to vacuum out of there. But it's not back to the way it was when it came out of the factory, but it's a lot better than it was. So, and one thing, that sub radiator, that AC condenser couldn't get popped out of here. I tried to pull it out of here, just couldn't quite make it. This is the hose. Obviously we're all still connected up, so why don't I show you how it goes back together, and maybe that'll give you an idea. So pull this out of here. And this has to shove this way. You can see that. And then, so now we're shoved back in there. Let's get a little light on that situation. I think I actually shoved it too far, possibly. Yeah, probably shoved it a little too far. Really hard to film. There we go. And then snap back in. Okay. And then we snap this shut. Snap that one shut. And then the 6 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So to get there, it took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to pop that stuff extra. But yeah, that extra clip is right back here. It's kind of hidden behind this clip, so I totally recommend doing that. You just got to be really careful not to put any stress on the fins. And so then returning it back should be very straightforward, just reinstalling the frunk. Now I will say, I did this based on some advice from some very trusted friends on Twitter. Brandon Flash, thank you. I know, Brandon, you know a lot more than the average person about these cars, and you suggested that maybe there's some stuff gummed up in there, and so that's mission accomplished here. It's probably been about 45 minutes from start to finish here, so not too bad so far. Reinstalling the frunk is not a big deal whatsoever. We'll put back our little put back our frunk, reconnect here. We didn't have to disconnect any wiring for that shroud because we didn't have any. The only thing I thought about disconnecting was down here, and I was kind of playing with it with my hands, but I didn't mess with it in the end. So yeah, and I kind of played with this little feature here. I was kind of playing with where that was. But I don't think, yeah, I think that's just as it is. Interesting, we've got a accessory clip up there. I wonder what the heck that would be. Anyway, so that is that. Let's put in our oh, that'll go second. Put back our frunk. It'll give you a better perspective here. Out of there. Make sure we're lined up with our clips in all these tabs. That's a little bit of a challenge. This job, just to make sure you're actually lined up with it. All those guys. Up there. Make sure line up with the holes here, and here, and here. Yeah, that's about it. So we've got this guy here. This guy here with the brake. Windshield washer, sorry, not brake. Should probably be using electricity for this stuff. Access to my drill, it's kind of jammed in there behind the bicycle, so I guess we're just gonna cut it out. Something like this, I don't think it ought to be more than about a hand tight. That is my official guesstimation. These ones that are into solid metal, we can give them a little more of a I mean, this frunk really doesn't need to be in there. Or these things aren't electric construction. This whole thing's decorative, pretty much. Yes. So we're just serving all here. From our sponsor. Hey, we don't need to do that. This is my helper, Mr. G. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Huh? You don't need to work. All right. Reinstalling this. Mr. G, do you know how to reinstall this? No? No, you don't? Okay. end. What else? Then we have a frunk. Then we have this garnish here. Do we have all the clips on there? Yes, we do. And then this is sort of a little, is it all lined up? That's good enough. Then we have carpet and then liner. Sorry, we have carpet here. But before we put the carpet in, we have to put the, what the heck is this thing in? And now we have an extremely disorganized and yet organized and useful front contents going back in here. And that is it. Finished.